Hi, it's Elena of Financialdemics, and if I'm not mistaken, the most popular video on my channel is how to get 1 month ahead on your bills, or I might have said finances. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll connect it, but check that video out after you watch this video, okay? Don't leave this video. Watch this video first, then go check that video. But with that video, I talk heavily about using Windfall. So like maybe money from your tax refund, money that you get as a bonus, or if somebody just gives you extra money, to basically put that aside so that you can use that to get 1 month ahead on your finances. And I'll explain it more in a minute, but I really wanted to do a video for those who may not be able to get a windfall, right? Maybe you don't get back a large tax refund, or you may owe, or you don't get bonuses, or it's very rare that someone's going to happen to give you money, which I think is for most of us. So I'm going to talk about how to get 1 month ahead on your bills without a windfall, because I still want you to realize that it can be done. It is going to take a little longer, right? But it still can be done, and it still can help you when it comes to managing your finances. So first, let's talk about the whole thought process of being 1 month ahead on your finances. The whole idea is, let's say we are getting ready to start the month of July. This is June 30th, and as of June 30th, you should have money in a bank account that will cover all of your July bills. That's basically what being 1 month ahead is. You already have the money in your bank account to cover the next month's bills, and you always want to stay that way. The reason why you want to do that is, first of all, if something unexpected happens, let's say you lose your job, even though we are big on emergency funds, right? At least you already have a month to kind of figure it out, right? You don't always have to go dip. And even if you don't have an emergency fund, right? This is something that you're currently working towards. You already have some type of money there, right? You have something. You have a month to figure it out. You have a month to get a hustle together, to get a new job, whatever, to figure it out. That's the first reason. The second benefit of it is, really, if you think about it, if something just happens unexpectedly, at the very least, you have that money already, so you're not worried about that. So let's think about it like this. I had a friend recently, their check was shorted by accident by payroll. So I think what happened is they ended up getting somebody else's pay, and then the other person got their pay. Well, guess what? If you had bills to pay, you wouldn't really worry about it because you already have that 1 month ahead fund. So you know for the next month, my bills will be paid while they figure that out and give me my money. And so it's just really an extra safety blanket, to be honest, when it comes to your money management and handling your personal finances. All right, so there's 2 ways you can do this. There are some people who just tally up their expenses, and that's the number that they're going to use to get 1 month ahead. There are others who like to use their income, and they like to just have a month ahead of income. Depending on your situation, truthfully, whatever you're spending, if you need to have that in your account. Now, once you get the number that you want to use, let's just say your monthly expenses for your household is probably somewhere around, let's say $3,500 a month. Let's just keep it simple. If your monthly expenses are $3,500, that's the amount you want to aim to have in your 1 month ahead fund. So when it comes to a 1 month ahead fund, I am very big on using a bank account for this. So typically a person who has multiple bank accounts would do this, because what you don't want to do is confuse the funds that you have saved to pay your bills 1 month ahead with just regular spending money. So you do need another checking account. And this checking account is just strictly for your bills. This is kind of part of how I operate in having multiple bank accounts. You just want an account strictly for your bills. Now, definitely look for a bank account that's not going to charge you all these fees and all this nonsense. You're basically using this account to hold the money that you're going to use for the next month for your bills and any expenses. Now, just a side note, since you're already looking at your expenses and really evaluating how much you need to have in an account to get 1 month ahead on your bills, then go ahead and evaluate, some of the things that you actually pay for and whether or not you need it or not. And if you need some guidance on that, I'm going to link a video right here for you to check out. Now, if you do find some expenses that you want to get rid of and that you're not really using, right? The amount that you save by canceling those expenses, I want you to set up for that amount to automatically transfer into this account that I told you to create. So I'm going to call it a bill account just because it just makes it easier. So you're going to transfer this amount into your bill account every single month because now you're saving some money, right? So let's just say right now the big thing is about how Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers in the first quarter. Since Netflix lost so many subscribers, if you were one of them, then you're probably saving anywhere between what, $12.99 to $21.99 a month. I don't remember all the Netflix tiers, but whatever that amount is, you need to go ahead every single month and transfer that amount into that bill account because that's an amount that you can use to help build up that account so that you get 1 month ahead. You can also evaluate where you currently are with your finances and see if you have a decent amount that's left over that you can allocate to getting 1 month ahead on your finances, and make sure that that is transferred into that account every month until you get to that $3,500 in our example. If you have any money left over on payday, so I don't know about you, but even though it wouldn't be a lot before I was doing this, I definitely have money left over before each payday. I have a habit of stacking it to use it for other things. So in this case, you can stack that money and transfer it into that bill account so that you could continue growing that bill account, because that's extra money that you probably saved from somewhere and you just didn't realize you saved it. And we have that habit. It's like we saved money and then we just end up spending it. But in this case, you're going to save that money that you have left over right before your payday, and you are going to put that into that bill account to help build that up. And look, no amount is too small. If you have $5 left in your account before payday, you can put that there. If your bill was lower than you actually estimated for the month, that's why it's good to have that separate bill account, because then that money is just in there with that other money and you can see that, okay, now we have this extra $20. Like maybe, your electric bill was a little bit cheap. Maybe it's that time of year when you're not, using your AC yet, or you're not using your heat yet. So, you're saving some money. That money can also go into that bill account to help you get closer to being 1 month ahead. You can also do some challenges. I had talked about this in a previous video, but you can do different savings challenges to get you 1 month ahead. I actually have a few savings challenges out there. They'll be posted in a moment. If they're not posted right now, they'll be posted soon, I promise. But there's so many other savings challenges. You can use those to help you. You can use no spend challenges to help you. And then I also told you about my friends' Facebook group where they do a no eating out challenge. And actually they have a challenge coming up, I think next week. So I'll drop the link to her group in my bio. So if you're on Facebook, you can join her group, and they do a whole no eating out challenge. So you could do different things, and what you do is the money you save from not eating out, or even if you're doing a no spend challenge, the money you save, like that more money you have, you use that and you put it into your 1 month ahead fund. You can also cut down on some of your spending, especially if you're a person who likes to spend and you are not spending as often. You can use that money that you did not spend and put it into your account. So for example, if you are somewhere, and we'll just use shoes. If you haven't seen the video where I say how much I love shoes, let's say you were thinking about buying a shoe and you decided against it. You just say, you know what, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait till later this summer or something like that. I'm not gonna spend the money. Then take the cost of the shoe that you were going to buy and put that in your 1 month ahead fund or your bill account fund. Put it there. because now you have saved yourself money. Well, you really didn't save because you didn't spend it, but now you are putting that money aside for a better purpose. And you can do the same thing when you're grocery shopping. I know we always have an idea in our head about how much we want to spend on groceries. You know, some of us is always over. You know, I struggle with groceries. I've been doing pretty good lately, but I struggle with groceries a lot. And if you're spending less than you planned on, like I went grocery shopping this past week, I spent less than I planned on. So if I was trying to build that fund, I could use the difference between the amount that I spent and the amount that I had thought I was going to spend and put that in my 1 month ahead fund. You can also direct your raises directly to your 1 month ahead fund. So if you got a raise recently, or you're getting ready to get a raise, or you're expecting to get a raise, or you changed jobs or something like that, and you're getting paid more, instead of having all that money come directly into your bank account for you to spend, you can set up your direct deposit. Most people get more than one bank. I know some jobs are funny about the number of accounts they allow, but most people get, I think at minimum 2 to 4 accounts. You can have that money directed directly to the fund. So if you got a raise, maybe you got like a 3% raise, I'm just using like an average number, then you have that 3%, that difference in what you're getting now, you have that amount automatically go to that account. And I know it might sound crazy, especially if it's not, you know, like a large amount in your head, but believe me, that little difference can help you get to that goal a little bit faster. And for this next one, you always hear me say it, but I'm still going to mention it just in case you're not thinking about it. But you know, if you have extra stuff around the house, I've talked about spring cleaning your finances, and sell some of that stuff and put that in your 1 month ahead fund. And then of course you can always use your side hustle money, use money from a part-time job if you work overtime, just any type of inflow that you receive when it comes financially, you can use that money for that. And then also, you know what else you can use? You can actually use, like if you're using like Fetch Rewards right now, I don't know if you're using Fetch Rewards. I use Fetch Rewards. I think Fetch Rewards is really cool because no matter where you shopping, you can basically get a receipt and you scan the receipt and get 25 points, right? So those points are redeemed for gift cards. So maybe when you get to the point where you're redeeming a gift card, right? And you can get gift cards to all these different places. I'll link my video talking about Fetch Rewards. But even when you get your points, you can use that difference to put that amount into your month ahead fund. So let's say maybe you redeem a $5 gift card, for example, then you could take $5 from your account and put it in your month ahead fund. Also, if you have any other gift cards that you just so happen to use and now it's cash that you don't have to use because you have this gift card, then use the difference to put that into your month ahead fund. So in the comments below, let me know whether or not you're 1 month ahead on your finances and how can I help you get closer to getting 1 month ahead. If this was helpful for you, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, share it with a friend. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know why not. Go ahead and hit the button. And I will see you next time with an all new video.